Hello and welcome to a Rewind Theater from IGN. I'm Anthony Gallegos. With me is Andrew Goldfarb.
Hello.
And we're looking at Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies trailer that was just released. Right off the bat, Andrew, here we see the new world that they're doing for Transit. Is the name of the campaign mode. I don't want to say huge. It's the biggest. I haven't actually played it, but Treyarch says it's the biggest world they've ever created for zombies.
And you can tell already, like, look how cinematic that opening shot is.
Right. I mean, I don't know, like, are there going to be artificial walls in a cornfield or something like that? Quite possibly. But, you know, the map is simply way bigger than a home that you're defending with some separate rooms. And as it's called Transit, you're going to be taking Transit, aka this bus, to get between various locations. Or, you know, wandering on foot if you have to. So we come into this town, you know, we don't really know what's up with this place, you know, where it's taking place. I couldn't tell you. It looks like some middle America sort of town, you know, you're playing with future weapons in it. And the game, a large part of the Call of Duty Black Ops game takes place in the future, the campaign and the multiplayer is all in the future. But as far as the zombies thing, it's hard to say where this is. Could be the future in a town that just has, like, dated stuff, or is it even related to the actual story? Is it a story? Like, I don't know. That's
what's so amazing about the zombies mythology in general. Like, it started in World War II, and then it went, like, you know, through more modern history. So, yeah, I don't know if they really have that all pegged down. But supposedly there is continuity there.
Yeah. So the zombies, I mean, if you've played the other Call of Duty Zombies games, these are, you know, pretty standard, right? Glowing eyes, you know, they wander towards you. Eventually they'll come stumbling and run. Though Treyarch has said that there will be new zombies. You know, to me, when I hear that, I wonder if they're going to put in, like, special types of zombies. You know,
like
boss
Left 4 Dead.
Zombies. Exactly. Yeah. Like, you know, type of zombies to screw up your day or maybe root you out from defended positions, that sort of thing. You know, this whole patch does have a much more Left 4 Dead sort of feel. And here's where we kind of get a first look at our new characters in the game. You know, no one that you easily recognize, like this guy. I don't know, I couldn't tell you who that is. You know, in the previous games we had, like, Fidel Castro, JFK, Sarah Michelle Gellar. You know, these were all, like, recognizable people either from films or from actual history.
Yeah,
but now it's like these guys. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe
a tie and a girl in a red shirt.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe the hope is that these characters can become, you know, as memorable as the characters do in Left 4 Dead. You know,
sure.
that their personalities will develop during the course of the, you know, the campaign in Transit. So you kind of get an idea of how Transit's going to work, you know, as you go. I don't know, looking at this driver, I don't know that you get to drive the bus or that the bus doesn't just drive itself.
Yeah, that seems likely. I mean, yeah, it almost looks like a zombie driving.
I'm thinking, well, and that's the thing about Call of Duty Zombies. It's always been kind of, you know,
it's like tongue-in-cheek a little
exactly.
bit. Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they had something like that. But yeah, I don't know. They'll show this repeatedly throughout the trailer if you've seen it or if you're just watching it now.
And we were talking about this earlier. Like, it's hard to tell if this is kind of an overworld map that they created for this trailer, or if this is more like the actual overworld you'll see in game and, you know, navigate the world. If I had to guess, I agree with you. They probably made this just for the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, if they do show something like this, it might show it like once you arrive at a destination. It has like a quick loading screen that goes to this or something like that. But they definitely implied, Treyarch, when I was listening to them talk about the new mode, definitely implied that you have to get yourself between the locales, you know, either on foot or in a bus, and it's going to be brutal, you know, getting there. So here we see what, to me, looks like a new way that zombies are going to kind of appear onto the map. You know, typically in the past they always went through doorways, or they, you know, came from fields and then were focused into a really tight doorway. But if they can just come from over the sides of buildings or over fences or that sort of thing, that's kind of alarming. It can make it really hard to find a defended position.
Exactly, because over a window you put some boards up and they can't get in, but you can't do that for, like, the roof of a building or a cornfield or whatever.
Yeah. So as we come up to this part where you're going to see an awesome headshot, hold on, I want to get to the good one. You know, one of the things that I think bears talking about is that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombie Mode is the first one they're putting in custom games, where, like, see, this guy's nailing this guy in the body, all kinds. But now that they're custom games, you could totally make it where you have to get a gory headshot like that to get a kill, you know. Actually, you know, you could create your own zombie lore with that. So Transit's also only one of the I actually want to see that head pop. But Transit's only one of the 3 new modes, or one of the 3 modes. I shouldn't say they're all new. There's also typical survival, the thing we've all seen before in the past. Here you get a quick look at one of the new future weapons. Don't quite know what this one is, but not too dissimilar from guns that are already out. You know, and then they also have traditional survival mode, and then they also have a new mode which is called Grief, and it's described by them internally as 4Z4 because it's 4 players versus zombies. And you know, you're not going to be able to attack other players, so you're going to have to fight the other players by somehow interacting with the zombies to grief them, and the last player with team members alive win. I did want to point something out that's coming up, if I can just go for it. Yeah, exactly. So obviously they're still going to have the, you know, the item drops and that sort of magical thing. Like that to me, looking from here, looks like a weapon ammo reload.
Some kind.
Probably like an ammo reload pickup. Again, in custom modes, if you think that kind of thing is a little too ridiculous for the world of Call of Duty Zombies, you can turn that off. Let's see. As we move on to locations, again, seeing this overworld map, we get into this factory, and here we're seeing, what do you think that is?
So this looks like it's possibly the new buildables, which is you're basically using parts of the environment to create weapons or defensive tools. And it looks like sort of makeshift riot shields that they've made here. Like
yeah, I mean, they're definitely using it as a riot shield. I think if we go forward a little bit, we see a really good example of, that kind of shows you what it is. It's like a car door with like
a piece of a ladder or something.
A dolly, it looks like. And then some sort of like one of those straps used to tighten down boxes when you're moving or something. I don't know.
But and as you pointed out earlier, it does look like it's deployable. I mean,
he
puts
like
it down.
Right here, he's definitely looks like. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like, because it has that flat bottom, he's capable of deploying it and then firing over it.
And like we were saying earlier, I mean, if the zombies can come from any angle, it's not like it was in previous zombies games where you could just block one window and that was the only entrance. Like, if this is a big factory or whatever, you might have to use tools in the environment, and that's the only way you can keep the zombies out.
Yeah, and so here we get an idea of like the transit part of it, right? Like,
and also the damage to the bus itself.
Yeah, it's not going to just be like it doesn't look like it's going to be where you sit on the bus and then you're just like, well, now we just have to sit here and talk amongst ourselves for a minute. No, I mean, this bus is under attack. It's a huge, loud bus. In the background there, you can see boards up on all the windows, which I imagine you're going to put up in the, you know, the old hold X or square to put up boards on the window, or whatever it will be on the Wii controller Y, K. And then we actually get to see the zombies, you know, ripping off the boards as they're trying to get in, and then eventually boarding the bus. So you won't be safe just because you're on the bus. You know, you're going to actually have to do a really stalwart defense of it.
And that's kind of seems to be the theme. It's like you are never safe in the new zombies mode. You know, like there's never like a corner to hide in.
Yeah, but as you come to the end of this trailer, you know, and you start to get a sense of like, if this is indicative of the actual game, like how many zombies you can be facing at a time.
Yeah. And,
you know, here they are in this kind of open street. But, you know, this world obviously has something that's gone wrong with it. You saw it in the overworld map a little bit, and you see right here, there's lava, which you could never in real life be standing that close to. But, you know, it's created like a natural defense point for them, that even though they're out in the street, they have these two pockets where all these zombies that are running in a line keep bursting into flames coming at them.
Yeah. It's also interesting because obviously that impacts where you can drive the bus and how you can get around this world. Like, it's definitely really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, so zombies, we all knew it was coming, right? This is definitely like, you know, Treyarch makes this for the fans. They know fans want it, and, you know, they're going to keep making it. But this is also definitely the most robust version of it they've ever done. So here at the end, we have this charge up going on for some sort of special weapon.
And my theory is that it's a flamethrower. I mean, you see it has the temperature gauge. You know, the cut before this, you saw some zombies on fire. You see the reflection of some flames there.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's like it has the temperature gauge, but it also has an RPM meter, which to me implies that it has something to do with how it spins up.
Sure.
But, you know, maybe it's some sort of spinning flamethrower. I mean, that's the whole thing about this, is it can be anything they want. Is it a buildable? Maybe this is something, if you gather up all the parts, you can make a super weapon to kind of defend yourself. You know, they implied that the buildables were going to be for weapons and also for defending yourself.
And then one last thing you'll see here is they're teasing the Nuketown 2025 map, which is a pre-order bonus. In the past, they've said that does have something to do with zombies. So, you know, maybe we'll see the return of Nuketown being some kind of zombies.
Or maybe the Nuketown thing is like how zombies get started. It'd be interesting if they decide to put more of a narrative on it, you know, going forward. But that's kind of a brief overview of Call of Duty's Black Ops 2 Zombies. And for more on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you should always go to IGN.